I feel like this one, like just having the one in your routine is going to give you multiple different benefits. This one was honestly like love at first sight. Minasan konnichiwa, this is Tina and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about the best serums of 2022. If that sounds like your thing, then please go ahead and channel登録しちゃってください。しちゃいなよ。First things first, I love my brightening serums. I feel like 9 times out of 10 in my morning routine, I will always have some form of a brightening or vitamin C type serum. And I feel like that is one of the main reasons to why my skin complexion and kind of overall tone and evenness has truly improved over time. The two that I have chosen are actually really similar. I didn't quite realize how similar they were until I went and looked at the ingredients list and I was like, oh wait, these are like surprisingly similar. The first one is the Jumiso All Day Vitamin Brightening and Balancing Serum. So I know ascorbic acid based vitamin C serums are kind of like, you know, top tier, that's what you want, that's what's going to show effects, but they don't always have a lovely texture or an elegant formula. And that is why I like the gentler alternatives, which a lot of the time are vitamin tree serums. So this one does have 86% of vitamin tree extract, which can have the same properties that an ascorbic acid serum will. Obviously, you do need a high percentage of it, but it is a much more gentler ingredient, especially if you do have sensitive skin or skin that is sensitized to ascorbic acid, and that is when I would recommend using this. Again, the texture is so beautiful. The Jumiso one is really lightweight, but this one has such a nice watery texture to it that you don't have to worry about where or what routine you place it with. But like, look, it's literally just a light watery gel texture that it just disappears, it hydrates your skin, and it really is fuss free. It does also contain Centella asiatica to soothe the skin, as well as niacinamide, which is also another ingredient to help brighten an even skin tone, but it can have those sebum controlling benefits as well. I do think it is that great starter vitamin C serum where it's really gentle on the skin. It is also vegan, but it won't have any tingling or warming sensation like some ascorbic acid serums might have. And then the other serum that I said was quite similar is the NUMBUZIN number 5 Goodbye Blemish Serum. So this one has been more my recent go-to serum, which I have been using almost every day in the morning. And the number 1 ingredient is again that vitamin tree extract, the same as the Jumiso one. This one also has niacinamide, and a lot of the ingredients are actually quite similar. It has a small amount of ascorbic acid in there as well. But this one is marketed to kind of help prevent and heal breakout prone skin as well. Compared to the Jumiso one, the NUMBUZIN one is probably slightly thicker in texture. It's a bit, oh my gosh, I just sprayed it everywhere. All right, take 2. It is a bit more of a jelly-like texture and has a bit more body to it, as you can see, but it still does blend out very, very easily. I will say that the NUMBUZIN one makes my skin feel a little bit more hydrated, a bit more kind of juicy, glowy and plump. But if you do have oily combination skin, you might actually prefer the texture of the Jumiso more. The NUMBUZIN one also smells so nice. To me, it smells like CC Lemon. It's this lemon soda drink in Japan, and I love it. And I will say that this one is definitely more of a generous bottle. This one is a 50ml bottle compared to the Jumiso being 30. In terms of pricing, I do think the NUMBUZIN one is more expensive, but does have a bigger size. So they end up being kind of about the same value for money. I would say both of these I would highly recommend for people who do want something that is easy to use, non-irritating, but will help with brightening and evening your skin tone. So the next serum is actually one that I feel like is your all-in-one serum. If you really don't want to think about like which products to use when, with which benefits and whatnot, I feel like this one, like just having the one in your routine is going to give you multiple different benefits, and that is why I liked it. It is the Neogen Probiotics Double Action Serum. So probiotics in skincare is something we have definitely loved over the last couple of years, and I feel like Neogen were one of the first ones to kind of release a full line of products that focused on probiotics. Probiotics really can help help your overall skin health. It is going to strengthen it. It's going to deliver kind of firmer and more radiant and more resilient skin. And it is something that I've been liking in my skincare in recent times as well. So as you can see, this serum is split into two sections, and it's actually got two different formulas which you can use together or separately. So the white side of the formula is the side that has the probiotics. It has 20% of lactobacillus ferment lysate, as well as hyaluronic acid and glycerin, which is going to help hydrate and moisturize your skin, while it also has some lactic acid to gently exfoliate. So that side is activated, stronger side of the serum, I guess you could say, whereas the cream color side is more the mild and calming side. It does include ceramides and peptides to strengthen the skin barrier, as well as niacinamide to help brighten and even that skin tone. So you can actually decide how much you use and kind of customize these serums. Personally, I do just use like both sides. I just pump both sides like 2 times on my face, and it is still gentle enough to use every single day, even if it does have some exfoliating ingredients. But basically, it has an ingredient to target every skin concern. So it's going to have anti-aging benefits, it's going to have exfoliating, it's going to be hydrating, it's going to be nourishing, it's going to be barrier strengthening. It really does have all of it in one serum. So on nights where I'm lazy and I'm like, I just want one serum, I don't want to have to think about layering this and that, I just use this one and be done. And the texture is also beautiful. It's like this light lotion liquidy serum that really does blend out and sink into the skin almost instantly, so you don't have to worry about feeling heavy on your skin either. Next, we actually do have a retinol, and it is the Innisfree Retinol Cica Repair Ampoule. If you love K-beauty, I feel like there was no way you could walk this earth this year without hearing about the Innisfree Retinol Cica, and I feel like they really may have been the first ones, or at least like mainstream K-beauty brand that released a retinol product. And I feel like since they did it, pretty much everyone is starting to release their own retinol, which is really cool. It wasn't something that you saw in K-beauty very often, but something I was really excited for, because me being someone who does lean more towards Asian skincare, and one of the reasons why I do is that their formulas tend to be a bit more gentle than Western skincare, was really excited to try out Asian retinol products rather than Western, because you know, we already know that retinol can be sensitizing to some people, so I was really excited to try this one. In terms of results, I can't say much because we do know retinol takes a really long time to show effects, and I have heard from many people that this one is almost too gentle to show much of an effect. But I do like the fact that it is a great beginner first step retinol product, because let me tell you, I never ever had issues with this one. So I could use it like essentially every day and never had issues of it irritating my skin, it sensitizing my skin. I generally use it at my serum step, so I would cleanse, tone my skin, and then use it as my serum step, and it was totally fine. Whereas obviously prescription retinols or stronger retinols, you do have to think about the skincare combination, or using it on dry skin, or sandwiching it in between moisturizer and all of that. So in that sense, it was very easy to use. The texture is really lightweight, sinks in and is hydrating and doesn't feel heavy on the skin once again. So it was a great first step retinol for me. I have now moved past it, but if you do want something that has those benefits but you can use it kind of on a daily basis and don't have to worry about skin cycling it, I do think it is an amazing option. I feel like this brand has almost made it into every single one of my best of videos this year. It is the P.CALM Porcisa Ampoule. I feel like this serum was one that I didn't quite know how good it was while I was using it, but by the time I was using it up, I was like, oh, I'm gonna miss this. And let's be honest, I used it up pretty quickly. And the reason why is because it is a really nice light hydrating serum that you can use every day in every routine, yet it is actually made to help with most pore concerns. So whether it is black hairs, whiteheads, enlarged pores, or excess production of sebum, it is meant to help all of that and is really good for sensitive skin as well. So it's something that doesn't feel like it's really working for your pores, but you use it every day, so in the long run it like does help your pores. So I feel like by the time I finished this serum, I just had much more smoother skin. My pores were less noticeable and less congestion issues than I usually do. And I definitely do miss it since I haven't used it for a few months now. Another person who loved it was Logan, my partner. He has had very acne prone skin in the past, which he doesn't anymore, which is amazing, but he does always have pore concerns and he loved using this one too. It does have Centella asiatica in it as one of the main ingredients, which is going to help to soothe and hydrate the skin. It does also have niacinamide and hyaluronic acid, and I honestly didn't even know this, but apparently it has retinol. Like, I was looking up the product info for this video and apparently it has retinol. I don't know how much of it. I think it's a really small amount because I was using it literally every day, like I think even morning and night a lot of days, and it didn't have any issues on my skin, and it is so calming and soothing to the skin. Again, one that is going to be really suitable for sensitive and acne prone skin, and I will say the bottle is a little bit small for me. It is 30 mils and I felt like I used it up very quickly, so it would be nice if they came out with a 50 ml size, because then I feel like it would be really worth it. Next is one for my dry skinned babies, and it is the Dalba Double Layer Revitalizing Serum. So I know I only recently mentioned this one for the first time in one of my videos, but I felt like I didn't really have anything for people with dry skin in this video, and I have dry skin, so I was like, you know what? The way this nourished and plumped my skin, I was like, I definitely think it deserved a place in this video, even though I haven't been with it that long. You guys know I love the mist from Dalba, and this is essentially a concentrated version of it that is even more luxurious and nourishing because it is in a serum form. So I know I mentioned the I'm From Honey Serum earlier this year, and a lot of you that had dry skin was like, oh my god, that sounds amazing for my dry skin, I must try it. And yes, I do still think this is a lovely serum, but even compared to this, the Dalba one, the formula is just so elegant. It's more like a watery oil that instantly sinks in and kind of just, you know when you like drop a drop of oil on water and it goes psh. Like, that's what it feels like it does on the skin. And this one I feel like can still feel quite heavy on the skin, and it takes a while for that tackiness to go down. Whereas the Dalba one, I feel like it doesn't feel that heavy on the skin. You can also mix it in with your moisturizer and it just adds that boost of nutrients to your cream, and yeah, it just adds that instant glow. And yeah, it's been nice. It has been a wonderful one on cold, dry nights. And the last serum I have today is the by Wishtrend Cera-barrier Soothing Ampoule. This one was honestly like love at first sight. As soon as I got it, I opened it, I started using it, and I basically didn't stop. I only do have about a third of the bottle left, even though I've only had it for like, I think a month or so, which might seem like a long time, but with what I do on YouTube and how many products I use all of the time, it is rare to go through a product that quickly. It was exactly what my skin needed in that moment, which was soothing, nourishing skin barrier repair care, and it really has done that. They do describe it to rebalance sensitive skin, and the main ingredient, as it is in the product name, is Centella asiatica. I mean, I feel like most products these days, if it's supposed to be soothing and calming, it's gonna have Centella asiatica in it. It also does include ceramides as well as squalane and peptides, all ingredients that are going to help nourish your skin, but also to help strengthen that skin barrier again. They describe it as a lightweight, milky cloud texture. And let me tell you, I kind of noticed something after I released a video somewhat recently on emulsions, which are lightweight moisturizers that are really popular in Japanese skincare as well as some Korean skincare. And I feel like this serum might basically be an emulsion. It has that kind of milky, creamy texture. It feels like a lightweight moisturizer on the skin. I guess it's a bit more watery and more like a serum. I feel like it feels like an emulsion. In that sense, like, it's only 30 mils and I have gone through it really quick. And if you do find an emulsion that has the same sort of ingredients that are going to help strengthen the skin barrier and such, I feel like you could get one that was much better value for money, no offense. But I still love this serum and I'm going to continue to use it, and it has been my go-to serum when I do have any sensitivities or I'm feeling irritation, and it's going to add that extra layer of hydration and moisture as well. So yeah. Well, they are all the serums that I would like to mention as the best for 2022 in my personal opinion. I would also love to know in a comment what your #1 favorite serum was this year, because honestly, I feel like I could definitely explore serums a little further. I feel like I keep kind of choosing similar sort of serums. So with your recommendations, maybe I can make 2023 the year of serums. If you do want to check out another best of video from this year, make sure you do click one of these two to watch, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!